We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Atlanta Braves. Ronald Acuna will try to write his name in history books and break the single-season home run record. Next. Greg Maddux gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
Lorenzo Cain is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I'm just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Skied into straightaway right. Acuna's there for it. Makes the play, 1 away. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. He hit over 350 last month. Just consistent at-bats all throughout the month. He was tough to pitch to, hitting good pitching and hit poor pitching as well. We'll see if he stays hot here.
Here's Brock Holt now. And he fouls this one off. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. The windup and the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Sheffield will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Stepping into the box, Christian Yelich. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. One and two for Christian Yelich.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Gone in order are the Brewers. And now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. Eric Lauer gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
The catcher.
So coming to the plate, Cody Sullivan. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He was driving in runs like crazy last month. And when you watch how he swings and how he goes about it, you're not at all surprised. I'm looking for him to generate a lot of offense in this one.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
think there's any justice in the game, watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Now at the plate, Chipper Jones. First at-bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. And he will creep ever closer to that record as you see there. This hitting streak has reached epic proportions now.
D-Row, this guy is just amazing right now. He's just swinging a magic wand, and it looks like there's no end in sight to this streak.
Yeah, you can't think of anything else. This is national news right here. This is all anybody's talking about. When you start getting into these numbers, almost 2 months, and you're challenging Joe DiMaggio and the 56-game hit streak, it's all anybody should be talking about.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Culberson at second. Jones at first. 1 gone. And this one's in the dirt. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Oh, and Jones gets under this one and sends a high fly ball to deep left field. Gone! Jones, a 3-run home run. An incredible 90 now on the season as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. As he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
The second baseman.
Now to the plate, Ozzie Albies, as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
3 runs already home here. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. On the ground to the left side. Sogard has it. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. But the Braves do pick up 3 on the strength of this 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-0 Atlanta. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Keston Hiura. In there at the letters 0-1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
At the plate now, Omar Narvaez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's entering play in this one, a home run shy of 20 for the season. Pulled toward right center field. Under it is Andrew, and that'll be out number 2.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 24, Avisail Garcia.
In now, Avisail Garcia. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. That just misses off the inside for ball 1.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail in this one 3-0. Next to bat for Atlanta, Gary Sheffield. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. Here comes. Grounder down the line at third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit, and you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball heading for the alley. On the move is Garcia, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Sheffield isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate as they move on top 4-0.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
In now, Greg Maddux. And he'll try to get that runner to third, but this one gets fouled. Here comes the 0-1. And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The batter, the catcher, Cody Sullivan.
So stepping in, Cody Sullivan. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way.
Get down.
A man at third with one away. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Swing and a line drive, but just foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 1 out and a runner on third. Line drive to left. Garcia will make the catch, and here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Digging in to try it again, Charlie Culberson. Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
Welcome back to Truist Park, home of the Braves, who have proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Eric.
Thank you, Heidi.
Sogard.
92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Acuna's there for it. 1 down. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Here's the first pitch to him. Justin Smoke comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Pitch popped up. Jones has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 9. The pitcher, Eric Lauer.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Eric Lauer. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Lauer is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Fouled off. Another 0-2 home. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Gone in order are the Brewers. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Chipper Jones.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Liner in there for a base hit. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
And they start the third inning the way they finished off the first two, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
Andrew Jones will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And that misses 1-1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
Just keeping him close. Nobody out, runner on first. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Garcia at the track. The wall. Gone! A two-run homer for Andrew Jones. His second of the game as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, he's as hot as anybody in the game right now, hitting a homer yesterday and 2 more today. They need to rethink whatever strategy they're using to pitch to him because he's killing them.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll make a beeline for the showers, I'm sure, as he's going to want to put this awful night behind him as quickly as possible. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Solo shot here to left, so his remarkable season continues as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
D-Roll, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and
This looks like one of those games.
yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
A base hit in his first trip. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Batter number 7.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Runners are at first and third with none out. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. Weak grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. From the belt, the pitch.
No.
Here's a look over to first. Runner's back. The 2-2. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Number 31.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Greg Maddux. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. First pitch on its way. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Holt for one. On to Smoke, but it's too late as they'll get just the one.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Now batting, Cody Sullivan. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Here's the first pitch to him. To third. Fielded by Sogard. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Cain is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Lorenzo Cain goes down to become the first out here in the fourth. Stepping in now, Brock Holt. As he will take strike one on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Brock Holt sent packing for the second out of the inning. And here's Christian Yelich now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the pitch. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Swanson scoops it up, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said that top to bottom, his guys have impressed him at the plate. He loves that they're into double-digit hits, but just as much, he's thrilled to see that they've only struck out 1 time. That's impossible to sustain, but it points to the team's incredible focus at the plate right now.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Charlie Culberson. Now the pitch. Too low, 1-0. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman.
Lane 11, 1-1.
The 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Hit on the ground to third. Sogard is there. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Digging in once again, Chipper Jones. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First offering on its way. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder.
2 gone now in the Braves' half of the 4th, and here comes Andrew. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Bouncer to the left side. Sogard has it. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Down. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Acuna is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Striding in, Avisail Garcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
1-1 the count now. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Gone in order are the Brewers. Still 8-0. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Ronald Acuna.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. To short, hit hard. Fielded cleanly. And there's one down now.
Now back, second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Ozzie Albies. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a line drive. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll pull into second with one away. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Gary Sheffield comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 8 runs, 11 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. And they still manage to get an out on the play. Whoa. J.P. Fireisen comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
J.P. Fireisen.
Dansby Swanson will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Grounded to third. He's got it. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta as the lead holds at 8-0. Stepping up now, Eric Sogard. He flew out in his last at-bat.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Sheffield comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Smoke. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, it didn't look good right there. Just out in front. You know, sometimes when a pitcher has great arm action, you're going to get that. You're trying so hard to catch up to the high velocity. If he shows that great arm action, pulls the string on you, sometimes a pop-up is going to be the result.
Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Ryan Braun will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Corbin Burns gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate, Greg Maddux. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
First
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Pops this one up. Holt will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
The catcher, number 40.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Cody Sullivan, 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Line drive to center field. Keane is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 8.
Settling in now, Charlie Culberson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Braves all set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Cain.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Again, another foul ball. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
To the plate now, Brock Holt. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And it's fouled away. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. A swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Acuna going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty B, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Christian Yelich is the second out in the 7th inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Keston Hiura. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Trying to change a pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Brewers strand 1, still 8-0. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in now one of the best players of the past 2 decades, the great Chipper Jones. Here's the first pitch to him, hit to first. And that is through into right field for a single. He'll get it into second, and he is in there. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Andrew Jones will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Now the 1-0. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Lifted in the air to center. Kane is under it. One away. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Into the box now, Gary Sheffield, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Takes this the other way to right. Yelich has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
At the plate, Dansby Swanson. He was a ground-out victim last time up. From the stretch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So it's digging in, Omar Narvaez. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Avisail Garcia is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
And now a pitch on the way. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Eric Sogard stands in as he looks at a called strike.
0-1.
2 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Order of the Brewers starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Standing in, Greg Maddux. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Cody Sullivan, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense? There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Solo shot to right center. Number 75 on this great season as the blowout continues. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before. And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number. Now Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. David Phelps is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Ben Gamel is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
So now to the plate, Chipper Jones. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
But man, it's like deja vu all over again. 2 well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
Andrew Jones is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gamel is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. And he'll make it into third base as on the F7 he gets in there with 2 away. Ready once again, Ronald Acuna. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Gamel will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 9th inning coming up. Braves lead this one 12-0. So the switch hitter Justin Smoak steps up, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Fouled off. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th. So digging in now, Ben Gamel. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they throw to first. He'll be in time to get him, and the Braves will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Oh, man. So close, but yet so far. Can you imagine giving up 1 hit, pitching such good baseball for 9 innings, but 1 base hit kept him from baseball history?
12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score. The Atlanta Braves pick up win number 120, tops in the division. Greg Maddux earns his 25th win to lead the league, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. Eric Lauer was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.